is it that Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Wild Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch the Wild Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. It's the Love of the Game podcast. We are back. We in the building. Y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday night. As always, 8 o'clock. This is appointment viewing. We are better than football. There's no argument. There's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to go over, to rehash. We're better than the NFL. Like we have been all year. We've been better than the NBA. We've been better than the NFL. We've been better than a lot of people. I don't know if that's a lot is the reason behind that, but I'm gonna take credit for it. Lock, what's good, bro? Are you frozen?
What's good, man?
He's behind. He's lagging.
Lock, listen, we have a special guest in here today, man. Come on now. Hey man, see when I be passing Lock the ball, he turn it over. That's why I don't give it to him that much.
I'm frozen.
Lock, see that? Lock, I'm only giving you the ball when you wide open.
Good guard. That's
for a layup. Hey man, we have an incredible guest. I wanna give a real quick shout out. We used to give shout outs to all our listeners before the show. And Mark, what up? What up? Mark, you know we only bring in the best, big dog. If you're not one of the best, you don't get a chance to be on this show. So listen. I want to give a quick shout out. Shout out to our listeners in California. Shout out to all the listeners in Texas, Dallas. We see you. Houston, we see you. New York, Tri-State, Ohio. We see y'all in the building. What's good? What's good? All of our international listeners, all of our listeners in Africa, Nigeria, South Africa. What's good? What's good? Appreciate y'all. Japan. Appreciate y'all. Hey man, we stopped shouting out our international listeners, and I need to bring that back. So that's my bad. Georgia basketball is that big that people just listen. Alabama, Florida, always, much love. Georgia basketball is that big that people listen to a podcast about Georgia high school basketball all across the country. Or maybe they just came to listen to me talk. I don't think so. But, I mean, it's possible. The best point guard in podcasting. Our special guest. What? Mark, you coming back, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Mark.
Shifu is in the building.
Listen, we have the head coach of one of the most premier basketball programs in the country. One of the top basketball programs in the country. We have head coach Alan Whiteheart. Coach Whiteheart, what's good? How you doing?
Hey man, I'm blessed. Any day above ground's a good day, so I'm good.
No question. Coach, no, Lock, you're not frozen. You good. Coach, this year started off kind of late, kind of weird, but y'all brought something to the basketball community that we didn't have previously. Y'all gave us the first time that I have ever enjoyed Fall League ever was watching the Fall League that you guys were a part of out at Lake Point. How did that kind of come together, Coach?
You know, we did the NCAA live period last year for the summer before, and it was all the usual suspects. Myself, Jesse McMillan, Sharman White, Larry Thompson. I mean, the who's who. you know, we all compete like crazy and want to beat each other. But at the end of the day, man, we all respect each other's grind and really understand that we're in this together. And so we were on that committee, and I'm looking around because we didn't get any of the things that happened last year. So you know, I started reaching out to people. I'm like, hey, man, we can do something that's never been done. We teamed up with Synergy. I mean, we just put a lot of working pieces together for the first time. And the main thing that we all agreed upon was giving these kids a platform to be showcased.
I normally complain a lot about fall league, and these dudes laugh at me. I don't like that you guys can't coach. I want you guys to be out there coaching for fall league. But my biggest complaint about fall league was that normally it's not competitive. You get a bunch of guys out there that aren't going to be playing during the season, or probably won't even make their respective teams. So it kind of comes off as weird. But this year, I saw a shot clock. I saw guys competing. I saw real statistics. I saw those games look like region games to me out there at fall league. Did you guys know going in that it was going to be that competitive before you started it?
Yeah, you know, we there's a lot of people that joke with us that it was the top secret fall league. What we literally did is we looked at teams that had high major kids, and who would need to be higher recruited. So we were very specific on who we wanted to bring in, and we wanted teams that were going to be in the contention for a state title. We wanted teams that we lost so much time between March and through the summer that we had to get creative. And, you know, we knew the games would be competitive. Now, as a head coach, you're over there pulling your hair out because kids are doing things that they wouldn't do playing for you. Because you don't have much control over it. But I thought at the end of the day, with Synergy being streaming everything and statting everything like they do in college and EYBL, I thought that the platform was amazing, and it's something we want to continue as we move forward. Because I don't know how you can go backwards now, to be honest with you.
Please don't ever go back. I promise you, watching those guys compete and play as hard as they did. Like I said, every game felt like a region game. Every game felt like those guys were going all out. That is not what we normally see for fall league. I don't ever want to go back. I understand people are going to complain about it, but people are going to complain about everything. But I love competitive basketball. I don't want to see a bunch of guys that are going to get cut in October out there fouling people during fall league basketball games, man. This was the way fall league was supposed to be played. I hope it stays for me.
Well, I can tell you, I mean, the guys that I'm grouped with, the people that I call my friends, my colleagues, you know, the people I mentioned earlier, man, we're doing big things in Georgia. I mean, you know, the Georgia Basketball Coaches Association, we pushed through the shot clock. And, you know, I think people are starting to realize that, man, we're a basketball state too. It's not just football. Now, we got high-level football, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're in the South. It's the dirty South. We play football here. But, man, we got some of the best basketball in the country, top to bottom. We got some of the best coaches in the country as well. And I think this only highlights, and I think it's only the starting point. I think it's just going to get more involved and get better because of the amount of talent and coaches that we have in Georgia.
I agree, Coach. I feel like every year it's going up a notch. It's getting better. The infrastructure is getting better. Every year that we're supposed to have a down year talent-wise, we end up with multiple McDonald's All-Americans and a couple of pros. So I think every year is going up.
Absolutely.
Got the shot clock despite them dudes in Southern Georgia. We're not starting there today, Mark. We're not going there. Middle Georgia had a shot clock at Warner Robins for their event, and it was great. Everybody loved
So I saw Coach. I saw you guys play. I think it was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, in on a radar event. And one thing I noticed actually wasn't the style of play that you guys had, but it was actually like your bench and how involved and engaged everybody was. Like, how do you go about that in your program? Like, how do you get your kids to buy in like that?
I mean, it's the non-negotiables. It's the expectation, the culture. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's the culture. And when you got kids that believe and buy into what you're doing, regardless of playing time. And I'm a truth teller. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I'm gonna give it to parents straight. I'm gonna give it to anybody in my program straight. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You might not like what I tell you, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. And our culture is built on truth. So my kids know there's an expectation that we have to hold ourselves to. And I mean, even on our warm-ups, we ain't for everybody. That's what it says on the front of our warm-ups. To play in my program, man, you can't like the game. You got to love it, or man, it's not going to work for you.
You definitely have one of those types of teams, Coach. Like you guys are going head to head against some of the best programs that we have in the state, and you don't even have your full team back together yet. Most coaches would kind of duck some of those matchups and you got your football guys back. What's your thought process around that, Coach?
Man, being a former Marine, I'm a pit bull. Man, let's get it. We'll figure it out. It's all about February and March. Right now, hey, no championships were won in November and December. But I can tell you, they were built then. You don't win them then, but you build them then. So, next man up. Next man up. I mean, we got to figure out who's ready to play, and we got to figure out how good we are, how bad we are, and we got to figure it out.
I think you guys are figuring out kind of how good you are. Like this team, like when I look at your first few games, I'm seeing McEachern, Green Forest, Berkmar, Sandy Creek, and then Grayson. I don't know who has even played a 6-game stretch like that. That is insane. And you guys have been right there in every one of those contests. Like I said, without all of your guys. I mean, you lost to Sandy Creek by 3, and those football players are going to be pretty important of holding down the inside against a team like Sandy Creek, probably against Grayson as well. But definitely battle tested. One of the things, Coach, that we wanted to talk about is kind of the makeup of your team. Everybody kind of, well, I won't say everybody. For those that have been living under a rock, Bruce Thornton is the point guard of your basketball team. Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like coaching Bruce?
I mean, when you coach kids like him, and I mean Kanan as well, I mean, their IQ's so high that it just makes things easier. They see sometimes in the huddle I come to them, I'm like, what do you see out there that I can't see? And it's that relationship I built with really all my players. But a kid like Bruce is special. He's built to win. You can call stats, you can call with him, you win. And when he gets to the next level, it's going to be the same thing. He's going to make all the plays that are winning plays. With him being the point guard, and then Kanan, I mean, his nickname's K9. I mean, he's in attack mode all the time. He's built to score. I mean, he wants to win. He wants to compete at the highest level. And when you got those kind of kids, I mean, it's easy to lead the way you want to play.
I thought his decision to go to Ohio State was actually a great decision. I thought he was more of a Big Ten kind of basketball player versus like an SEC. That's just my opinion. Was there a conversation between you guys like with that decision?
It's funny. When I first had the opportunity to coach Bruce as a freshman, I was like, man,
Coach Whitehart, are you with us?
Yo, Lock.
Yeah.
I think we lost Coach a little bit.
Yeah.
We always lose the coach.
Anybody recognize that Lock got a different background today?
Bro, don't be worrying about my background, man. Hey, you see how Bruce do? Worry about my background, man.
Hey, it's
Coach,
usually just a
Coach
wall.
Allen,
Now I see a little back door.
Hey, Locke, we bringing Coach back on, but we are on you, my boy, because, yeah, we're on you, my boy. Coach, we got you back now.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, Shannon made the connection. Shannon Scott made the connection to Ohio State, and it really just kind of streamed. It was just, you know, they recruited them really hard. You know, everybody did a good job of recruiting them. Everybody did a really good job. Georgia, Alabama, Purdue, Indiana, Ohio State. I mean, they all did a really good job, but I felt like, you know, in talking to Bruce, Ohio State made the greatest connection. And he's a kid that's built on relationships. Bruce is all about, he wants truth. He doesn't care about the fluff. He wants to know how you can get him better, how you can help him impact. Him, like any other high player, he wants to play in the NBA. So his question is, everybody's program has the same bells and whistles with the way their facilities, their meals, everything else. I want to know how we can create a relationship built on trust that can get me to be the best player that I can be. And he felt like Ohio State gave him that opportunity.
I think watching
So,
Bruce, and we'll talk about. Go ahead, Locke.
No, I had wanted to ask him about Brett Rockwell, but you can go ahead and finish about Bruce.
Just that, I just wanted to touch on that combo of Bruce and Kanan. Like, Kanan's a kid that I know Locke has watched for a long time. I've been watching since he was probably in the 4th grade. What is it like having both of them? Do you have to put them on opposite teams at practice, Coach? Like, what is it like having both of those kids at practice?
They like to compete. We do a 4v4 shell. It's really a defense. You have to get 3 stops to get out. And sometimes it can go for 40 possessions. Because what they're doing, you got one team in the hole, and you got 2 teams of 4 competing against them. So the offense is going 1 possession at a time, flip-flopping. So the offense is always fresh. The defense has to get 3 stops in a row. And if they score, it's back to 0. So those days, it's cutthroat. So they're always split up, going at it, trying to keep the other team in the hole. I think our record's 53 possessions. And at about 25, man, the legs are gone, the heads drop. I mean, it's straight up competition. And that's what we're built on, competing.
Yeah. I've been saying to this season that I felt like we were going to get to see a different side of Kanan. I felt like as a freshman coming in, he's kind of filling his stuff out, kind of establishing where he fits, where he sees himself. Of course, extremely talented even last year. But this year, I felt like we're gonna even be able to see that even more. Like his personality and what he was able to bring to the team, we're going to be able to see that even more as he kind of established himself and says, yep, Bruce is the point guard. That's one of the leaders on the team, but I'm one of those guys also. Have you seen a jump between freshman Kanan and sophomore Kanan?
Oh, man, he's so much more mature. The way he handles everything. Even
I think we lose a coach again.
So, Locke.
He went straight to it. So lock.
So, what's the deal with this new background? Because it's affecting your Wi-Fi.
What you mean, Frank? It is
Yeah, you're watching.
because I've done a few shows here in this same.
When?
That's bad. I done it here. I did it outside here on the balcony.
Oh well, you need to go back
I did a
outside.
few shows out here.
Hey, fellas, hold on. I think Coach is back.
Hey,
We got you back, Coach.
I can hear you. Yeah, you were good. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Screen froze a little bit, Coach, when you were talking about Kanan.
I was just saying just how much mature he is as a person, and as a result, that's also as a player, his ability to see the game a little more. He's able to understand more when he downshifts or needs to shift up. And what he's really realizing is he is an elite defender. If you watched this in the Green Forest game, man, their guards had problems. And they've got really good players. But, man, it was clear just how tenacious he is on defense. The scoring's easy for him. He's gifted, man. He's athletic. He can score it. He can handle it. He's got great vision. He's a good player.
Coach, how do you reset this team with COVID impacting the season? No City of Palms. I'm assuming probably no Dick's Nationals. I don't know if you guys had planned to go, but I think that's something that we kind of had you guys earmarked for, assuming that the season was going to be as successful as we think it's going to be. What are you using at this time to kind of motivate your team and keep those guys focused on the road ahead, whatever that may be?
Survival of the fittest, Darwinism, man. With COVID, we're down some kids right now because of COVID, to be honest with you. Our JV team's shut down. It's literally you're avoiding landmines. That's the best way to put it. And at the end of the day, I honestly think not just at our level, but at the national level, it's going to be the teams that are able to navigate and stay away from it and stay healthy.
Are all linked up. Now we can go look for any updates.
For sure. I don't know how we do it, but hopefully we're able to continue to do it. But it's definitely been rough. Coach, you guys have a great event coming at your place this weekend. I'm going to put up a flyer here. We'll talk about the matchups in this event. Another big battle-tested event for you guys this week. The Milton Tip-Off Classic. Is this going to be something we have annually with you guys now, year in, year out?
That's what we're hoping. I feel like with those matchups, if we can kind of get those matchups every year, those similar matchups, not the exact ones, but if we can get really good teams in it, it's definitely something we want to continue. I think this matchup, us and Grayson. Grayson's a really, really, really good basketball team. Pierce does a phenomenal job. You got Norcross and McEachern. You got Collins Hill, South Cobb. You got Newton Berkmar and Langston Parkview. Man, there's some great coaches in there, man. Really good friends of mine. And I'm just excited, to be honest with you. I'm just excited to watch, man. I'm a guy that can sit in the gym all day. Like when my game's over, I want to watch because what got me to here is I'm a fan. I love high-level basketball. I love watching good coaching, but most importantly, man, I love watching talented players lay it on the line and compete.
I get to watch Bruce Thornton and Tyrese Elliott. Ooh, Robert Cowherd versus Kenny Carlisle. Like, hey, man. Yes. It's almost like Christmas.
So now, and then again, to add to that, on the 18th of December, we have Germantown Houston playing Sandy Creek at Milton. And we have Lake Norman Christian playing Milton at Milton on the same night.
Whoa. That's tough.
And then for a single game the following night, we got Germantown Houston playing Milton on the 19th.
Y'all schedule's loaded, Coach. Y'all schedule's loaded.
Hey, it's I mean, here's what I tell my kids. You do what I need you to do, that I ask you to do. I'm going to provide you the platform to get what you need. I think it's a marriage. I'm going to work you, and I'm very demanding and hard to please. But if you do what I need you to do, I'm going to do my job and put you in every possible situation for you to achieve at the highest level.
I respect the scheduling, Coach. Like, to me, when you got the team, I agree with you. Put them on a platform, man. Put them out there. Let those guys bump. Let them go against the best. Let them prove themselves. I haven't looked at everybody's schedule, but when I look at your schedule, when I look at South Cobb's schedule, when I look at Wheeler's schedule, like I'm seeing some of the top teams in our state really go against some of the other top teams, and I'm 100% all for it. Coach, is this a year that you guys would think that it's cards all in? Is it championship or bust for you guys, or do you guys even think like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the expectation. I mean, we don't drop our standards. I mean, you have to. You got to take the elephant out of the room. We're talented enough, but there's other talented teams, and we don't sit over here and think that Grayson's not good, that Pebblebrook's not good, that Norcross isn't good. I mean, there's a lot of really good teams in 7A basketball, and we don't overlook anybody. I mean, we got Cherokee in our region. I was talking to my coaches tonight. We got Etowah coming up on Tuesday. I was the head coach there for a year. They're not coming in to lay down. We got a bullseye on our back. Everybody wants to smack you. So you going to hunt or be hunted. I mean, that's as clear as it gets.
I love
how has the I know this your first year of having it, but how is having Brett Brockwell an addition another year team? Has he helped y'all for the first couple of games that y'all had for?
Man, he's really good. he is strapped up, man. He's a loaded gun. I mean, he's a sniper. He stretches the floor for us, and he's so smart. And he's consistent, man. He's steady. He shoots it deep. He can beat you off. I mean, he can beat you off the bounce. He can make plays. He gets in. He rebounds. I mean, I think he's averaging right at 5 rebounds a game. He gets deflections. He's just a very intelligent player, but man, he can really shoot it.
That's good because Brockwell, he got a lot of flack about coming to Milton and playing with 2 high major guards. And people said like how he's going to fit in. It seems like he fits in perfectly so far.
Coach, now I guess our next problem, Coach, is going to be trying to figure out of how we split our time between your place, Wheeler High School, and Cherokee on Saturday, because it's 3 big events all on Saturday that we got to make it.
If you look at my career, I've done pretty well with guards, coaching them.
Well, Coach, we definitely appreciate you coming on, Coach. I do want to say that it looks like by all accounts you'll get to 300 this year. So we want to congratulate you and tell you how much we appreciate you being a part of the community, Coach.
You just let me know. I'll put you on
Oh, it sounds like you was putting me on the list, Coach. You know, I like that.
I think I heard the list, but it's
I
not.
like that, Coach.
I'll make sure you get in.
Hey.
That's not a problem. You know, like I always say, man, we're always thankful that people put our program on a platform. The you know, just Georgia basketball. I think I dropped you there.
We got you now, Coach.
Yeah, I was just saying, you know, 300 wins is pretty cool to be coming up on that milestone. But it's really, man, it's about the kids. I mean, it's about helping young men better their lives and using basketball.
Coach, I think we lost you again, buddy.
Was the whole
We're gonna get back to hey man, our internet connection. We have some of the best guests. It did this with Howard's coach too. I feel like our bandwidth won't let us be great, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's. Man, you the IT guy, man. Get it fixed.
It's your fault, dog. You switching up locations.
Man, Future and
Actually-
Drake, man, change
actually,
locations.
Dre switch right. Dre switched up his computer too. It might be Dre's fault.
Who? Hey, I have not touched my computer.
You said you
On
got-
the
you said you want a new
machine, I'm
laptop.
always on, bro.
You said you want a new laptop.
No, that's locked.
Oh, yeah.
Lock's
well,
sitting on a different
And I'm
laptop.
on a different
Lock on
laptop
his-
than what I'm
lock
on.
on his lock on old girl laptop. That's why that shit acting like that.
Man, who's old girl? What you talking about, Bruce?
Who laptop you on? Why you switch laptops?
'Cause I left my laptop at today.
Hold on. Hey,
I
hold
left
on.
my
I think-
laptop at work today.
I think we got Coach connected, man. Let's make sure we can say farewell to Coach. Hey, Coach, we got you now.
yeah, I got you. Yes.
Coach, were we getting invited to the 300 win celebration? I thought we were getting invited to something, and I love invites.
Hey, I tell you what, I don't know when I'm gonna get it with my schedule. I'm creeping in on it, but I don't take any wins for granted. So we'll figure out when we get there. I'm a couple wins away, but you know, we'll figure it out as we get there. I couldn't tell you when it's going to be, but I'm excited to get there. And like I said earlier, it's about the kids, and I'm just fortunate that I've been able to coach some good ones, really some great ones. But they're, you know, we're trying to grow young men at Milton just to be, like I said, I think I might have said earlier, better dads, better husbands in the future. So I just appreciate you guys giving my program a platform. Because, man, it's about the kids. It's about growing young men to become better citizens. And the fact that you guys have this platform for a guy like me from not much to be able to spread the word to help young men, it's well worth it.
Without a doubt. Coach, we'll definitely be locked in with you guys. We appreciate you taking the time to come and speak with us and talk to our listeners with us. And we're going to figure out how to get out there and come and see you on Saturday. Like I said, we splitting time between 3 gyms, but we're going to figure it out.
Well, I'll have your name on the media list. I appreciate everything that you guys do.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
stopping
that, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, fellas.
by. Alan Whiteheart, man, one of the best in the business. One of the best our game has to offer.
Yes, sir, man.
You don't get no better than that, big dog.
Yeah, he knows how to coach talent, man. Because I think it's hard for a lot of coaches to that much talent at the guard position.
People take that for granted. That having more talent is easy, and coaching that type of talent
Mhm.
It's not easy. Everybody can't handle those type of those type of dominant personalities like that.
And still be successful. Oh,
Yeah,
we
300.
seen it where teams
300
have
wins.
talent to be successful.
300 wins is a lot of wins in high school basketball because you can only play so many games a season. Like I think you can only play 20 some regular season games. You know what I mean? So 25, yeah. So that's a lot of wins. So, and the way his program is set up, he'll probably end up with 500 or more. You know what I mean? So,
most definitely, man. I think now if he championship, high major for sure.
Milton, I mean, I think Milton can get a high major program though. I see Dre plugging in the Ethernet cord.
No, big dog. I'm going.
He gotta go.
I'm going to another monitor. Big dog.
He had to go hard line.
I gotta go dual monitor because I want to show y'all something. Y'all know we was getting lit up on Instagram, right?
What?
I didn't. Hey, listen, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. I didn't know.
We on Instagram.
We were getting dogged out on Instagram, and I didn't even know it.
That's your fault. You the point guard. You the point guard.
I didn't know.
I didn't even know we was on Instagram.
You talking about on the picture?
Man.
You talking about on the picture? You took us in the count that
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
He starts switching things up. Now he had a new monitor.
Can I plug in the second monitor, bro? You're gonna understand why in a second. Good grief.
Yeah, hey, did we do a sound check today?
Y'all give me such a hard time, man.
We haven't done a sound check in months.
Lock, the only person sound messed up be yours.
It's the computer, man. It's the laptop.
Hey, I hope she cooking a good dinner tonight, my guy, cause
yeah. Hey, he on Lock head, bro.
Your Wi-Fi.
Lock, why is he on you like this, bro?
I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm bored.
Man,
why is he on
you man,
like
Bruce over there alone. Hey, Bruce over there lonely tonight. If you think you're lonely now,
I ain't never lonely. Hey, you gonna have these people in my DMs after the show. Please stop. Can you hurry to hook the computer up?
I'm throwing loud.
Hey, look, man. All right, there we go.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me Milton has an event on Saturday, and then Wheeler has an event on Saturday too?
And
yes.
Cherokee is playing Heritage on Saturday too.
Where's that game?
At Cherokee.
Oh well, something ain't gonna get seen because my car only makes one stop. So I think I'm choosing Wheeler because I think I want to see that Pebblebrook and Scoot. I want to see Cumberland Christian. I want to see 3 or 4 games there. So that might be my stop. And it's a lot of space there too.
Hey, so a lot of people don't. I want to say this. A lot of people don't understand how this show works. They don't understand that this show is live and it's not scripted. That we don't write all of this shit down or we don't have this shit planned. Like I don't know what y'all gonna say before y'all say it. And what people do is that they take clips of shit that we say on this show and that they send it to people. And people get mad at us for the shit that we say on here. They also don't understand that this shit is live. And a lot of the shit that we talk about is coming from y'all. And when I say y'all, I mean people in the comments.
Yeah, so they think we just saying it without seeing it.
That we just saying it. We're responding and we're having a conversation with you guys. Y'all are heavily hated. Hey, yes, we are, bro, for no reason. Like,
hey, I know, I ain't gonna lie. When I walk into the gym sometimes now, I kind of be conscious of, I'll be like, damn, what I say if I say something about somebody, let me make sure I'm watching my back because I don't want nobody to pull up on me when I
They looking at us greasy. I appreciate it, Uncle Drew. I appreciate it. They was on our head first about we said something about no doubt, Rob. No doubt, Rob. Look, because we were talking about pace, and somebody said that Cole Middleton was hurt. So we was like, oh shit, damn, Cole Middleton hurt. And the next thing I know on Twitter is like, they talking down on Cole Middleton. They got bad information. Blah, blah, blah. That shit came from the comments, bro. We're doing a live fucking show. I was like, for all I know, that kid could have got hurt that day at practice.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Them people tweeted it out. Oh man, prayers up for so and so. We ain't say nothing.
Exactly. We didn't know. We didn't. Hey, we didn't call Sherman an asshole hurt. We just saw it on social media.
I saw it on Twitter.
Hey, man. Yeah, they blew that shit up, bro. They blew that shit way up. That shit was like.
I didn't know they blew that up though. Did they?
Hey, so here's how crazy, right? The shit that gets me is when you send a clip to a kid that we have been bigging up for years, and now all of a sudden we're the haters of that kid. Like, just say you don't watch the show. It's fine. Like, don't even bother me. It's all good.
We don't hate on no kids or anybody else as long as you play the game the right way. Now, if you jacking and throwing, you selfish. Now we probably ain't gonna rock with.
Yeah.
But for somebody like him, we don't have no reason to like not give him credit. You know what I'm saying? Like he division.
Hey, look, he wasn't the only one, bro.
What mix?
Look, I said it. That's what I heard. It was that big deal. I'm glad he's helping. Ain't nobody scared. Yeah, Rob, I feel the same way, bro. Like it was a fleeting conversation. Oh shit, he hurt. We showed him love on the show.
I missed all that.
I think people want to have haters so bad that they just like invent the shit.
Yeah, that's true. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. Shit. Ain't nobody time
Bro,
for that.
you know what's funny? I told somebody the other day. This when
off the chat room. Facts. We get wilder.
I told somebody this other day. This when basketball season start, that's when males periods comes on. Because anything you say is gonna feel like you hate it.
Hey,
basketball season, everybody feel like you say something about a team, coach, player, it's like you can't critique anything, but then they want to ask you for your opinion, and you tell them,
you don't want my
opinion. You feel like they say you hate.
Right.
Hey, so I'm gonna play a clip from our show, and because this is the latest, we got tagged on someone's highlights. And then,
oh my gosh, I'm so tired of that. They keep.
Oh my god! And gang of kids went on to talk about, y'all old, y'all talking down on the kid. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, we didn't say nothing bad about this kid, bro. Like we did not. We're talking about.
Please play it. Please play it. Because now I'm about to get in my bag and say some shit. Let me see.
I want to ask everybody in the comments: are we hating? Because if I'm hating, I'll take it back. I want y'all to
but Drake, if the kid is ass, he ass.
He's not ass.
Okay, then. So what
that kid, what I think happened is the kid mad about some shit that got said in the comments that we put up on the screen. But we didn't say the shit.
Hey, so we know he don't like sitting at the cafeteria table when they start joning on each other.
Oh,
it's gonna be bad. Yeah, they just don't watch the show, bro.
Let me see it, Dre. Let's pull it up.
They don't watch the show.
Look, now this clip is unedited. I gave it to y'all straight exactly how it came out on the show. I clipped the front and the back and gave y'all all of it. Yep. Hey, this is gonna be the new game. Are we hating?
Let me see it.
Are we hating? I'm about to share this shit. Tell me if we hating.
It's gonna be funny.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Man, Joe, you got
That's
a
not
first
the
cut
same
that
background, right? Is getting better, but still hasn't like meshed.
St. Francis
They don't fully have an identity yet.
St. Francis has a lot of talent. I think, and this is just what I've seen in the scrimmage and the game yesterday, I think that they go on runs, but then they lose those runs, or the swing happens really fast because they don't slow down. I think that they have a lot of really, I guess, pretty good guards, and they all want to shoot. And they all they want to score. And like Jordan Brown is pretty good. I don't know all the kids' names on the team. I don't know.
You got Usain, you got Kaiser, you got Seth.
Yeah. So to me, I mean, I think they can be really good, but I think that they're going to have to buy into each other, want to play with each other.
Oh,
and they're going to buy into being one of the team.
Hey, oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
I don't know how to
I
adjust.
disagree. I don't know what Andy is, and I don't know what Andy is.
Right.
But I disagree.
Maybe there's more that Jordan Brown can do at the team, and that they're not letting him. I don't know. I just know a lot of attempts. So
They're
I,
all keeping the ball. Like, I don't think there's anything that's like anybody's being held back.
Bryce Hayden.
You have to play a certain way. Like they can go, you can run and gun and get it, but when it's time to run something, look for, you know, sometimes you hit the high post, sometimes you hit the low
Short corner, like
So, are you saying they basically need a point guard that doesn't look to score as much?
that
They just basically look to facilitate, run the offense.
He needs to be held back. Jesus. Hey, hold on, bro. That's what did it, right? Hold on. Don't miss this. Don't miss Brad. Don't miss Brad, bro. That was not us.
Facilitate,
Look at Brad. He needs to be held back. We did not say that. We did not say that, bro.
I'm just saying, I'm saying from a whole team aspect,
I think they got a chance to be really good if they all bought in and all wanted to play together. Look at this.
They got
In the Milton game, they should have won that game. They should have beat Rich.
and I'm trying to understand what you mean, man. Like I don't know how somebody that like
Hey,
normally when people
it's his nephew. Jordan has to be his nephew.
It got to be.
He sound like an uncle. Trust
You
me,
got
I know.
that. Can you put his stats? Can you pull up Jordan Brown stats?
normally somebody
I'm just be honest. They don't have his stats listed.
Okay.
and I'm gonna say what I mean, right? I'm not saying that there's not
yo,
that kid can. I don't know. I'm not saying that.
Right.
What I'm saying is that normally when we make statements like that, it's when a kid is not getting shot attempts and they need to be able to
Get down on the bench.
court.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid is getting a lot of shot attempts. From what I can see, he's getting attempts. I don't know how many times he's supposed to.
Listen, here's the
How many shots he's supposed to get a game, but it seems like he's getting a lot of attempts.
if AJ White shoots 14 times, he's probably going to make 11. Jordan Brown's probably getting the same amount of shots. If you shoot 20 times,
This nigga said he's shooting as much as AJ White.
And I'm gonna say this. I feel like if on that team,
On that St. Francis team, when you talk about Jordan Brown, you talk about Jashawn Holt, you got the kid. What's the shooter? Well, him too. Self over. Yeah, shooter that played for the Celtics. Okay, look.
Robin,
Y'all get the point. Are we hating? Are we hating, bro? Y'all are so.
Hey, on one of them lines, it felt like Bryce Hayden.
how am I? I don't have no reason to hate on him or anybody else. Like I'm just going off what I seen. All of them shoot the ball.
No.
Now, they may
I can
have
feel where you
changed
coming
in the
from,
last
but if
couple
they
games. Huh?
no, I say where you coming from, but I could tell why you're not hating, but I can see why they say that we're hating. We're not hating, but I can see what they're saying.
I disagree.
Help me. No, I want to understand Locke's point. Help me understand why that conversation feels like that we're hating or we're talking down on a kid. I don't feel like we said anything negative at all about that kid.
No, we didn't say anything negative, but we talked about that kid, and then it was, I guess, the comments. Like we was talking about him, but then the comments came, so the comments made it worse, and so we're not hating, but it seems like we're hating because we're dropping the comments and we're laughing at the comment.
It was funny,
so it's like. It was not. I'm not saying, but I can see when they're probably think we're hating. This is how we roll, but everybody don't roll like that. I'm telling you, it's that time of the year. Male period is that time of the year. It's basketball season.
Lock. I don't care if your name is Michael. I don't care if your name is Dante. I don't care if your name is Dre. I don't care what your name is, bro. The point was, if person A shoots 10 times and person B shoots 10 times and person A makes 80% of his shots and person B makes 30%. Like,
I don't know what
it has nothing to do with who's who.
I don't know what that kid's shooting percentage is, right? And it to me, it that doesn't even matter. And I agree with you, Dr. Love. If they watched the show and they actually jumped in the comment section, compared to what we say, is nothing compared to what happens in the comments, dog.
Yeah, it's light
live in the comments.
Nothing.
What we say is light work.
Facts. What we say is light work. Person A needs more shots. Person B needs to pass. Hey, so look, when it comes to St. Francis, all I was saying was this. I don't think St. Francis's problem had anything to do with anybody getting more shots.
No,
I think their problem is, and a lot of people, it's not just we are saying this, a lot of other coaches, a lot of people are saying, like, their problem was it doesn't seem like they were bought in and they weren't passing the ball to each other. Like it was apparent that they weren't passing the ball to each other.
Talent. Yeah, they had plenty of talent.
For sure. So it didn't matter who was taking more shots, who, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't about Jordan. It was about St. Francis as a team, that you got all of these weapons. And the best way to utilize them is, I'll give it like this. The compliment that we've given Pebblebrook all year is that it was like, damn, it looks like they don't care who scores. The ball's moving their body and they're playing defense.
They don't.
That is all we're saying that St. Francis needed. It had nothing to do directly with Jordan Brown. It's just somebody brought his name up in the comments and we had the conversation.
All right. So
are we
going to be banned from St. Francis like you're banned in the Creek Monday?
I always get banned, bro.
I mean, they must be playing better now. They've won the last 2 or 3 games. So I mean, but you know, in the season is just starting, especially now of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Things are different. So teams may not be playing as well as they normally would play. Like, you can't take shit personally all the time. You know, sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, damn, bro, I do have the ball in my hands 90% of the time. Or I do, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm not passing the ball. I'm not playing hard enough on defense. Shit, it don't have nothing to do with any particular school. It could be any of y'all schools out here, coaches. Shit.
Tell them what it is, Bryce. Shit.
I'm done, because y'all not gonna have me on Twitter. Y'all not gonna have people coming up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gonna have people rolling up with me. Shit.
Hey, I feel like they already ready to roll up. Bro, I said, well, shit, man. Yeah. Maybe we
Bryce, you said you could fight.
I mean, if I got to, then I am. Shit.
I just feel like, honestly, so we've been joking, but honestly, we've always made sure that we protected kids on our show. Our show has been about promoting kids, elevating kids, helping kids get offers, which is what we've done. We have not made a show about talking shit about kids. We will talk shit about your coach in a minute.
And your parents.
In a minute. And parents, because they're grown. But we have not made our bones talking shit about no kid.
Hey. Nah, you ain't gonna have me in. Hey, you ain't gonna have me on no Nate Robinson shit. Well,
somebody not looking.
I mean, his thing, like Joey said, it ain't no reason. It's no reason to hate. There's nothing to hate on. I like, and if it was directed at me, personally, I don't give a shit what you do. You can shoot 50,000 times and ruin your career. I don't care. I was just an observation from the team's perspective, from the whole team. It wasn't nobody personal. And again, yeah, you look at the comments and you would see. I ain't say that.
Hey, the crazy part about it is toward the end of that clip is when Uncle Drew was like, they're going to call you haters all week. It was like Drew knew it was coming, bro. Drew knew he was about to catch that shit.
So where are the comments on Twitter? You didn't screenshot none of that stuff? Because I didn't see none of it.
You didn't see the comments?
Nah, I didn't see any of it.
Nah, nothing.
No, I didn't see any of it.
Can you please?
It was on IG. So Jordan tagged Love of the Game on his highlight tape. and then as if we said he can't hoop. Jordan, we know you can hoop. We never said you couldn't. We know you can hoop. So if y'all gonna cut a clip and send it to Jordan, I know you can hoop. We know. We watch a lot of basketball. We know you can hoop. But we got tagged on his highlights, and then the kids under IG was going off.
Post them shit. Screenshot them. Let me see who's going off.
Wait, the whole mix was for us? I didn't know.
I want to see what was going on.
No. Dre, I want you to comment, because if it's a kid that I know, I'm going to go at his neck. I'm going to say something back to him.
Go to our IG, bro. Go to Love Again IG. It's getting wild, bro.
Nah, I ain't mess with that shit, because I really will say something. I don't want no problems.
I don't know if y'all can see this. It's purple Kool-Aid today.
It's always purple. But here's the thing. Like you said, man, ain't nobody like got no time to be hating on nobody. Like, man, ain't nobody doing that.
Nah, bro.
Like,
kid. I will talk shit about your coach, though.
Nobody cares,
He's grown,
bro.
I'll talk shit about your coach. I'll talk shit about a parent, your trainer.
Okay, so he had a good video when he posted and he tagged us after he. I'm done. I'm be quiet.
Yeah, just end it, bro.
Yeah, we out. It's good basketball to watch.
Yeah.
It just
But guess what?
That's exactly right. We're saying it is all love with Jordan. We ain't got no problems. We ain't got no issue. We think the kid can play. It's just St. Francis as a team doesn't look like they gelled. I think anybody that watched them would say the same thing.
That was the only point.
Yeah, that was the point.
Hey, had I known this video was gonna be me, I'd have told you not to play that shit. I thought it was Locke talking the whole time. That shit was me talking the whole time.
Dude, hey, lately it's been you.
But the thing about it was an honest observation. It was no shade.
But guess what? You remember the day when last time we were on the show, y'all felt like I said something because I told a high school coach he doesn't have any talent.
But we ain't say
y'all ain't got shit.
Right. And we didn't say you were a hater. We didn't say you was a hater.
But did certain people say I was hating?
Probably. But Locke, You change after watching that same high school, you changed your delivery, right?
Hell no, they still ain't got no talent.
That's not true. You watched them yesterday.
No. Okay, no, yeah. Now they got more talent, but they overall,
okay,
like
they're not Milton, yes, but they have some pieces.
They have pieces, but I put like this. Sometimes I guess I look at teams differently, where it's like, okay, you one or two pieces, but like I tweeted out yesterday, if you are taking the identity of your coach, so it's like a lot of more teams can be doing a lot better, but they're taking the identity of their coach. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, Locke, don't say that because coaches don't want that smoke no more. Coaches want to be able to blame kids for shit. They don't want to accept the fact that kids are taking on the identity of the coach. That's not a cliche that they want to say anymore.
But even
though you're right,
that's the thing. You got to look at that. So it's like you can't always blame the players. They're kids. You got to take time out. Kids don't know. I coached with Bryce this summer. Kids don't know. They think playing hard is playing fast. They don't know how to play hard and play under control. Kids don't know. So as just high school coaches, period, we have to show them. And but like I said, like sometimes you're so used to having talent. A lot of high school coaches, or I ain't gonna say high school coaches, period, don't want to develop players or take the time out to develop or show them things. Because how many coaches y'all probably know?
No, keep going. Go ahead.
How many coaches that you probably know coach do practice for 2 hours then leave and go on about their day? Do they regular practice for the day, go on about their day, then next day?
I know a lot of coaches that do it.
But then but what I just noticed, why are, and like I said, just not just saying high school coaches, it's just anybody. Why are you trying to teach them something during the game? You ain't even show them you ain't even show them this in practice.
Hey.
But now it's game, you're trying to show them and you figured out why they don't know it. You never showed them.
Right. But here's the thing, Locke and Dre. I have come to the realization, not even the realization, but when I'm dealing with kids and coaching them, or in this sense, watching a game, I'm watching and I'm taking something from that game. Or I'm talking to a kid or a parent and I'm telling them my honest opinion on what they need to work on. Now, am I an expert? No. Have I been coaching a long time? Long enough. So that's really all it comes from. You know what I mean? It's not like something that's completely left field. It's what it is. It's what it is. So if you want to use my material or anybody else's material as bulletin board material and it makes you better, that's fine. Just give me credit.
Give you credit.
Yeah. Tag me. And I'm gonna retweet it.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen. I stay away from Uncle Drew too, because Uncle Drew, and let me tell you about Locke. I stay away from Uncle Drew because Uncle Drew get real grimy on Twitter. But Locke, now here's the thing about Locke. Locke had a prime opportunity last night, and I want y'all to listen. He had a prime
talk about this.
He had a prime opportunity last night to show me that he could shoot the ball.
And I said I can't shoot. I admit that.
No, I wasn't gonna
We can play 1-on-1, but I'm telling you, I'm not a shooter. Why would I sit here and act like I'm throw up shots? I'm not a shooter. I always admitted that.
Dre, you know the Meek Mill meme when he running down the block like this?
Y'all know the vibes. Yup.
That was Lock. That was
Lock was out of there.
Out of there.
Lock,
Bro,
hey, I did hear that you skedaddled out of the gym after Bryce hit 5 in a row.
Woo! Hey, I was not
going to skedaddled out the gym when Bryce hit 5 in a row.
Do you want video? And Bryce didn't hit 5 in a row.
Okay, I was 4 for 6. AJ White. Hibachi.
You want to see the clip?
Hibachi.
Yeah. You got clip?
It's a no free promo.
No,
hey, put it up closer. We can't see.
That ain't me.
That is you.
Oh,
man,
bang.
come on, bro. You know that's your help.
It ain't moving fast, bro. Your Wi-Fi.
Hey, hold on, wait. I actually do have video of you shooting, Bryce. I do. I have video of you shooting.
Hey,
here's Bryce shooting after the game, bro.
Let it rain. Rain dance. Let it rain. Let it rain. Ice man. Sandy's. Sandy. White chocolate. Sandy's. Raindrops. Old school. T. Time out. I'm burning. My lungs are burning. Time out. Time out.
My bad, Bryce. I think
when y'all said that we was gonna have a challenge, ain't nobody. Hey, I ain't see him want to play me a horse yesterday. That motherfucker ran up out there so quick.
Hey man, you right. I got a text me that dinner was ready.
See.
Hey, so Lock, why did you run out of the gym so fast, bro? You could at least shot corner threes. I feel like you good.
Hey, a corner three even harder, Dre.
Hey, Lock, they said you held up the church finger when you left out the gym too. Like you was like this with your head down.
Hey, call JD in. JD will tell you. So that man got up out of there.
Hey, man.
Hey, and he be the main one talking about, man, he can't hoop. He can't hoop.
Trey, how many times I asked Bryce to play 1-on-1?
We play 1-on-1.
Hey, he did try you up though. Like after 2 drinks, Locke was ready to go play 1-on-1 in the street.
Yeah, he went a little hard. He slammed his beer down on the table. Hey, I'm from Albany. I'm from Albany. We from the South. We don't want from nobody.
Hey, Bryce, my boy paid for his food and everything. Hey. He was fucking ready to go.
I got a little worried. I'm like, damn, this thing want to fight or some shit. We got going on. He slammed the beer down on the table at Lifestyle. Coop probably behind the bar looking like, what this dude got going on, man? What this dude doing over here?
Man, I could have nailed.
He said we could go to the gym right now. It was 10 o'clock at night.
Hey, man.
It was 10 o'clock at night. I could have nailed I could have nailed a milk crate.
Yeah,
I could have nailed a milk crate to a light pole, and Locke would have played you 1-on-1 on a milk crate that night.
All right, them Regal will get you. I can't even lie. I can't lie. But hey, man. Hey, I'm for the kids, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
We pro kids, man. All of them, including Jordan Brown. We're pro Jordan Brown. We just wanted St. Francis to play better. Like, that's all.
And they playing better. Playing better.
They're playing better.
Are we allowed to announce where we will be tomorrow or no?
Yeah.
Are you gonna announce it?
I thought you were gonna do it.
Nah, I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I just want to set it up.
Because we are pro kid, we are gonna be tomorrow supporting. Yes,
of course. Great question.
And we'll get to it in just a second. But we are going to be supporting somebody that we have supported for a long time on the show.
Mhm.
We're gonna be at Chattahoochee honoring the little hibachi as which he might have already broken the school record for points, for career points, but he is close to hitting 2,000.
Mhm. I
He
think
may have broken the record on
I think
Tuesday.
he needs 15 points to pass the school record, and I think he needs whatever
record, yeah.
It's like 89.
Yeah, right.
Was that counting his game yesterday or Tuesday?
I don't know. I saw a tweet. I don't remember when I saw it and what day when it was sent.
I saw that same tweet, but I wasn't sure if it included Tuesday's game or not.
I don't know if people know that he actually played. AJ White played for me in 8th grade summer, and when I tell you, he was doing the same things that he did now in 8th grade,
scoring with ease.
Hey man, hey, sheesh.
Scoring with ease.
Ain't nothing changed. Because
one thing I will say when it comes to him being able to play point guard, and this was why I think you brought his name up in that conversation of
scoring guard,
but he's able to do it efficiently.
Yeah, right.
You never watch AJ White play and feel like, damn, this kid shoots a lot of shots.
Right. It's within rhythm. Mm-hmm. And when you make a shot, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. You know,
he doesn't take the rest of his team out of the flow of the game to get 20, 25. He does it within the rhythm, in flow of the game, almost to where you don't notice it until he keeps hitting that pull up. And you're like, God damn, are y'all gonna guard this man? Like, but we got to go and celebrate him. When's the last time that we saw a kid break the school record for scoring? For any statistic. When's the last time we saw a kid break a school record?
I've never seen it. Not like this. I mean, we've seen it. Like I've seen it, like banners and jerseys, retired jerseys in school, but I've never personally experienced or seen somebody break a record live. I can't think of that.
This definitely, like, he wins a state championship for Chattahoochee. He breaks a scoring record. Nobody's ever wearing his number again, right?
They shouldn't. No. Nah.
How long do they wait before, like, his jersey is framed and all that kind of good stuff? Do you bring him back like next year for like a ceremony or some shit? Like, how's that work? I've never seen this before either, Bryce. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, I guess they do the same thing they do, with a state champion. You bring him back. Maybe he gets a street named after him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like Cam has Cam Newton Parkway and whatever it is in the Westlake area. I mean, you could do a lot of things. Just I guess it depends on the school. But I mean, for somebody to score that many points, like 2,000 points, I don't think people understand how difficult that is. Like, we're not talking about, we're talking about 2,000 points. That's a lot of buckets.
It's a lot of buckets.
Like, over,
varsity buckets.
Varsity buckets. Yeah. Like,
it's a lot of buckets.
That's a lot, bro. Like, that's not.
And it would be something else too if AJ was like this physically imposing player, or if he was finishing over the top, dunking on people and all that. Like, he's scoring 2,000 points off pull-up jump shots.
Yeah.
Like, if you can make those in high school, why would, to me, AJ White's shots, his points translate to the next level? Because if you can make that shot in high school, why would you not be able to make that same shot? Like, he's making pull-ups, bro.
Tookie Brown.
Tookie Brown.
What's the last person? Bro, 2 scored over 3,000.
Did he? Damn.
That's right. And never switch schools. Stayed down. Got him a state championship. Led his team all the way. And we're going to come and support it. Because to me, that's the type of shit that we're here to do. We should be there. So that's where we'll be on Friday. Have y'all made y'all schedules out for Saturday? Tournament of Champions coming. Lock, you froze.
I'll probably be at Wheeler.
Are you gonna stay Wheeler all day?
Here's the thing. I can only watch my maximum. I can only watch 3 games before I gotta go because my back starts hurting from the bleachers. So yeah, like if it's 3 games at Wheeler, it's probably gonna be those 3 games.
You gotta get one of those fake chair things, bro.
Nah, because then they'll be in the comments calling me old and stuff.
You is. I'm gonna try to hit Wheeler for the early games. I'm gonna try to leave Wheeler and go to Cherokee by 4 o'clock to catch Cherokee and Heritage, and then it's up in the air. Do I go from Cherokee to Milton and try to catch the McKeetra matchup and then the Milton matchup, or do I go back to Wheeler to catch the evening games there? Or try to catch Kel Pebblebrook. Is Scooter playing? Because I heard he got ejected from the Alatoona game. Is he gonna be able to play?
He better play. He was dunking on their head, and that was funny. You should be going to see Scooter and Pebblebrook because you need some validation.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hey, the Cherokee games are not at Cherokee, they're at Cass. I don't even know where that is. So I gotta look that up. I'm glad you said that, bro. Because I was trying to go watch Cherokee and Heritage, and I thought I was going to Cherokee High School.
Can we go back to that question about the college kids?
Oh yeah. You watch a lot of college basketball. I watch some.
Yeah. So I think the biggest story that we should be talking about is Huff's guy from Duluth, Adam Flagler, which started off at Presbyterian College, which is a low major Division I school, which was his only scholarship offer, I believe.
Yep.
Coming out of Duluth, and Huff was telling people that, yo, this guy's good. He's good. He's good. They didn't really believe him, obviously, because he only had one. So that one school believed him. He went to Presbyterian, and he was all conference, right? I believe he was all conference, and 1 year transfers. So the coach leaves Presbyterian, goes to App State. The kid, or Adam, transfers to Baylor. Long story short, transfers to Baylor, and you see what he's doing at Baylor. He had 18 points yesterday off the bench, right? Against who they play? I forgot who they played. Texas? That wasn't Texas. It was Illinois. They played Illinois last night, late night game. So that's a huge story. That kid's coming from Gwinnett County, from Duluth, and he's and that's a great story because a lot of kids don't have multiple scholarship offers. And I think that's something that parents and kids should recognize too. Sometimes you only get one Division I offer.
You only need one.
Yeah. So, but when you get one and you get the right fit and you get somebody that really wants you there and allows you to play your game, you can see what happens. So now he's playing high major basketball. And if he keeps playing, I'm assuming he's going to have a shot at playing at the, you know what I mean? So whether that's overseas or in the league, he'll have an opportunity. So I think that's the biggest story. I want to
touch on that too, Bryce. With Adam, the important thing, and you pointed it out, but he didn't pout about what offers he had. He just went to the school and went to go kill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He took the offer he had or wherever he wanted, the best fit as far as the offers he had, and he went to go kill. And then when the opportunity presented itself to take the next step and go to the next level, he did, and he went to go kill. And sometimes that's what it's about. And it made me think of Huff saying that there are going to be some schools that are feeder programs for bigger schools. I mean, I think that's how basketball is working right now.
Yeah.
So, to the kids, like, don't pout, man. I'm seeing too many guys that are going to college that aren't playing. That's one of the biggest things that stuck out to me from watching college basketball. There's a lot of guys that were good high school kids are going to college and they're not playing.
And I think that's no fault of their own too.
Yeah.
I think as freshmen, it's hard to get on the floor. Like, let's keep it 100. It's hard, and sometimes
level of effort is totally different.
Yeah, and college coaches and staffs, they want to win. They got to win.
Yep.
And they want to win immediately. So you don't always have time to play through mistakes or play through learning curves or whatever the case may be. So I think it's important as well that guys that are from the state, that they're freshmen, that they keep working. You know what I mean? And because you never know when your time is going to be called, or it might be next year, it might be next week. You never know. But you can't get discouraged because it's hard to play as a freshman.
And I just want to make sure, yes, it's hard, but go in 100%.
Man. Yeah.
Like, give everything that you have because, man, the defense, and I'm noticing it now, especially with no fans, the defense at the college level is light years better than anything that you see.
You can't miss no closeouts.
Ever, bro.
Nah.
Ever. Like, it's way better than anything I see at the high school level. So, like, be 100% locked in, man. Like, make sure you're getting to your college practices early, 30 minutes early. You're stretched. You're getting warmed up. You getting shots up. Like, make sure you're doing everything, trying to get on the floor.
Yeah. Who else we see? I hate to just call off the same kids that I've been watching because I know that there's more.
I saw Caleb Murphy, and I'm not looking at numbers. Yeah. I'm not looking at numbers when I say this. I'm just looking at him, how he moves on the court.
He's very fluid.
Maybe Mark Edwards. Somebody else can correct me. I'm not a world-class trainer by no means. That kid looks like a lottery point guard to me. He looks like he got that thing on yo-yo. He is making crisp precision passes. Caleb Murphy looks like a lottery pick to me. I could be wrong.
Interesting perspective. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I don't know, but I mean, you might be right. I mean, because he's like, for one, he plays a lot. For two, he has the ball in his hands and he makes the right decisions from what I've seen. And he, like you said, he can handle the ball.
He moves really, really good, man.
Yeah.
Like, with the ball in his hand, like this. Yeah. I'm just imagining him in a pro style with more space to work on those pick and rolls and more driving lanes to be able to get to the basket. Like, he could be
in the league, you can't help. You can only help for like 2 or 3 seconds before it's illegal defense. So, and in college, of course, they can sit in the zone for 35 seconds. So
for sure.
Who else? PJ Carter from Langston Hughes got some good minutes with Campbell. I watched them. Kendall Laytney, who is from Gwinnett County, he plays Division II with Emmanuel College, and they upset Stetson. He got some great minutes at the Division II level with them. Like I said, I could be missing some because I don't watch everybody. Trey Wade and Trevin Wade played last night for Wichita State. They're from the Cobb County area, and they beat Oral Roberts. This was their first game of the season. I think they'll get even better. They've also got another kid on their team that went to Polk Community College. What's his name? Clarence. Drawing a blank right now. So they have 3 or 4 Georgia kids on that Wichita State team. Like I said, it was their first game. I think they'll get a lot better. Trying to think who else I saw play. I didn't see any Auburn. I'm sure they got some Georgia kids, but I didn't watch them.
I think we talked about all the locals. We talked about on the last episode, Georgia State, Georgia, Mercer.
Okay, so yes, I watched Mercer, I watched Georgia State and Georgia Tech. I think it's safe to say, well, I'm not going to say that. Mercer is very good.
Mercer's probably the best Georgia basketball team.
I think the way that their roster is put together is phenomenal. If you look at their roster and their style of play, it's like the perfect match. Like they have 2 or 3 dudes that are 6'10" that can post you up, but they can also step out and shoot. They have a transfer point guard from Fairfield that has experience at the mid-major level that's really good. Alvarez, is that his last name? That Alvarez,
yeah,
right?
Tally Alvarez, yeah.
And then they had a JUCO kid that I can't remember his name either. JUCO kid comes off the bench and plays significant minutes. They just have a good team. They have a good team. I think this Mercer team, I don't know how the conference is laid out like now with COVID. I think this Mercer team makes the big dance.
I think you're right. They look really, really, really good. I'm gonna be honest. I was confused with a lot of the offers that they made. Like, and I had no idea what to expect. My expectations were not high. But they do. They score the ball inside well. They get outside. Like, they're a really, really tough team. And I think I have not seen Kennesaw State play yet. I have not seen Georgia Southern play yet. But out of Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Mercer was the best that I saw. So I would have to give him a nod.
What's our guy from Dutchtown who's at Georgia Southern? I keep drawing.
Sam Blunt?
Yes. I think he's putting in major work as far as what I've heard. So I'm looking.
I've heard good things too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them.
I've still heard good things. DeJuan Odom is doing good at the next level. I heard really good things. I want to hear more. Coaches, man, hit me up. I want to hear more about how your guys are doing. Your JUCO guys, your Division II guys, your NAIA guys. I want to know more about how those guys are doing.
Speaking of JUCO guys, so CJ Jackson, who he graduated from Green Forest, and then he went to UMass. He transferred from UMass. He's doing a year at JUCO. He's doing pretty well at JUCO at Florida Southwestern. He has an offer from Jacksonville State in the OVC. So, and like I said, but the thing about junior colleges, they can't play until January. So we'll see how some of those JUCO kids, if their recruitment picks up, which is going to be interesting to see as well too, because now he becomes the 2021 kid. You know
For sure.
So
you're right, Huff. Iman
last year
had a 30-point game, 38 and 6 or something.
Yes, Iman. What's Iman's last name?
Washington.
Iman Washington from South Cobb. Yes, he is a beast. He was a beast in high school. That's a good game for him. That's huge. 30 ball. Anytime he scored 30 is tremendous.
We got some kids. Jared Jones is over at Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah. Middle Tennessee beat Murray State last night.
They did.
That's a big win.
They did.
That's a huge.
It's hard for me to root in that game, man. You got Dre Morgan and Tim Kaine.
Yeah,
matched up against each other. Two good guys that we both love, man. So they went to war. Middle Tennessee came out on top.
There's not a lot. There's about 2 or 3, I think, Georgia kids on UAB. The point guard from Meadow Creek. He played for Stackhouse Elite. I can't think of his. I gotta look it up. He's been playing really well. They have two kids. They have a kid from TSF, and they have a kid from Meadow Creek, and they have Ard from Alatoona. They have 3 Georgia kids. But the kid from Meadow Creek has been there the longest. He's playing very well. And they are 3-0. So there's a lot of Georgia kids, like, and we're probably missing some. You know, and speaking of BJ and Kentucky,
I haven't watched them yet.
I have.
And not just because I'm a Louisville fan.
Yes, Jalen Benjamin. Thank you for that message. Jalen Benjamin. Yes. So I watched Kentucky, and I think like Kentucky and Duke and a lot of the Blue Buds are kind of struggling right now because of, I think they haven't been able to gel. I think that's a big issue. They haven't been able to play a lot. It's been a weird season. That consistency. So I don't think. Now, I will be honest and say I don't think their recruiting classes are as good as they have been in the past, but they're still very talented. But I think part of that is playing together and playing experience. So now I think BJ can shoot the ball, but again, you have to know what your coach is looking for sometimes and when it's your time to go and things like that. So I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. It's just early. It's early on. Who else did I watch? There's just a lot of Georgia kids. It's a lot.
I want to make sure that people understand though, like playing at Kentucky is different.
It's different, bro. Yeah, like it's.
And I say that a lot when it's different, man. It's a totally different animal.
Different ball game.
I lived it. Man, I can't even explain to you how different it is. It is not like playing at any other school.
Yeah, you were a step below the NBA, a half a step.
Just and the level of you're in a fishbowl, the level of expectation. You're talked about every day. Every turnover is scrutinized. Every missed shot is scrutinized. Like you got random people walking up to you in the mall, showing you your shot chart and your percent. Like playing at Kentucky is different. And those people, one thing I say, like Kentucky fans get on my damn nerves. Like I swear I can't stand. But the one thing that I will say is that they're educated about the game.
Oh, they know the game
because they're educated about Kentucky basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They watch Kentucky basketball not just in season. They watch that shit over again in the summertime like it's AAU. Like that, I know people who still have HS tapes of Kentucky games that they still watch. Like, so, you know, it's different. It's different.
That's the other thing. I think college basketball in the bubble is harder for them to adjust than NBA players in the bubble.
Yes.
I think that's part of it too. Because that energy that Kentucky would normally have to get you to beat somebody off the dribble or get you in the open court or whatever you need to get you over the hump, they're not getting that right now. They're getting,
distract the other team. Yeah.
Like they're getting man on man, like coach versus coach, player versus player, all accolades, all stars, everything's doesn't matter. So I think that's possible factor into Kentucky and Duke too. Like they're not getting that extra, that 6 man. Like they're not getting it. So
your home court means nothing.
I mean, could you imagine you're Kentucky and you're supposed to be playing in front of how many 40,000 people? I don't know, 20,000, and you're playing in front of 100. Like that's.
I think Rupp Arena holds like 30,000 people.
Yeah, it's huge.
I think
So that's not expected. So I think that's a good point. I definitely think that and that's something that I thought about too. Like I think the college guys are going to struggle a little bit more being in like that Mohegan Sun and not having that home court feel. They're going to struggle early on until they can kind of adjust to that.
And I think we're going to see more of it. Like, and I think I said this on the Off the Dribble podcast. One thing not to forget about is the fact that guys got an extra year too because of COVID. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about super duper seniors.
Super. Yeah.
Like that
Super
Richmond
Bowl,
team
yeah.
had seniors. So if you lose a bunch of guys to the NBA or overseas and you're really young, like those guys, no matter how talented, are really playing against grown men. And there's no crowd to take, like B said, there's no crowd to take you out of the game. They can hear their coaching staff on every possession. So coaches are really able to like remote control that thing. You know what I mean? Like,
The advantages are taken away tremendously.
yeah.
Now, I think it's still great, but I just know like the professionals it's a little different than the NBA guys and then these college guys. Like they need that 6-man. They need it. So
I would agree. I think we're gonna see more upsets. It's gonna be more in the NCAA tournament. I think it's gonna happen again next year too.
I think Chase Hunter started a few games for Clemson from Westlake.
Oh yeah.
And I think Clemson is undefeated. They're undefeated right now too. I think they're 3 or 4-0. I'm pretty sure he started at least 1 or 2 games. Yeah. If I keep thinking anybody else, I will. Unfortunately, Sharif Cooper isn't playing. I don't know if he will play.
Yeah, and I don't know what his situation is. I haven't seen what's my man from Westlake that went to Rice? I haven't seen Rice play yet.
Yes.
Quincy.
I talked to him earlier. He had I don't know who they played yesterday, but he had like 15 points and like 5 or 6 rebounds. That's pretty good. I think he shot like 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, and that's good. And Rice is in the Conference USA, and the games are going to get a lot tougher. I don't know what their schedule is. Their schedules are different this year because they're not traveling as far. So, like, normally you playing North Texas, you playing Western Kentucky, you're playing UAB. It's you're playing the Dogs. So I don't know how that's going to work this year, but yeah, Quincy's doing pretty well. He's in a good spot because I think he's going to have the opportunity to play and make plays and have a good college career, and you see what happens from there.
What's the best team you've seen so far? Just in this short window that we've had a season. Who's the best team you've seen so far?
I would probably say Gonzaga. And I say that because I think they're 6 or 7 deep. I think Jalen Suggs obviously is that dude, but what a lot of people don't realize is his supporting cast is really good.
Yes.
Andrew Nembhard, who transferred from University of Florida, is nice. Like the dude, like he fits perfectly in. All the guys they have fit their system. Then they have some guys that play the 3 and the 4. They can step out and shoot. They can also go down low and bang. They're gonna be tough to beat. If anybody can beat them, it's probably like UVA or Villanova. If they play, I think they already played once. Maybe not, they didn't play once, but maybe a Virginia Tech, somebody like that. I didn't watch Baylor enough because it was late, so I didn't really get to see them.
I haven't seen Baylor either. I've only seen
their backcourt's tough, but the game was so delayed. I just didn't watch it.
I've only seen Adam Flagler highlights. I haven't watched the full Baylor game. The toughest.
Davion Mitchell's another Georgia kid too.
For sure. The toughest team or the best team that I've seen so far is Houston. They are fucking tough. I mean, to play them without fans.
Just you in them for a long night. Just knowing how Kelvin Sampson is, like, you're in for a long night. Yeah.
And it's ice tub after the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's ice tub. Like, you going to feel that.
Yeah.
Like, pause. But
they're going to work you.
Yeah. Toughest team I've seen so far. It's a lot of teams I haven't seen, though. So don't.
Yeah,
Dre said Houston was better than Kentucky and Michigan. I haven't seen Kentucky and Michigan. I haven't seen Michigan State yet. Like, I still got games on my DVR that I haven't watched.
Duke. Michigan State's pretty good.
Yeah. I got it on my DVR. I haven't watched it yet.
I think Duke has a top 10 pick. The dude, Johnson, what's his name? Jalen Johnson or something like that? Light-skinned kid. He'll be close if he's not top 10.
Baylor plays Gonzaga this Saturday. I got a DVR everything on Saturday because I'm gonna be at high school games. I think, yeah, I laid out my game plan, I think, for Saturday, but I'm looking forward to. Oh, I got some highlights from what I saw this weekend, or from what I saw Tuesday. Sorry, I went to go see East Paulding and Woodland. Show you what I got, bro. It looked like St. Francis. That's not the clip I was looking for. That's the one. I went to go see Huff's kid at East Paulding. This is Christian Ford and Sebastian Tidor. It's a good look. Sheesh. Good game. East Paulding was way too much for Woodland, though. Way too much for Woodland. So it was crazy that it was senior night at East Paulding already. So I feel like schools are like trying to get senior night out the way. Everybody's prepping for like, I don't know, the possibility that the season is like canceled or something is stopped or whatever. I don't remember. When do we normally have senior night? I don't feel like it's normally this early. February?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, right? So it's
or
super
late January, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So everybody having their senior nights early, man. So I guess to make sure that that guys are being honored and that sort of thing, which I get it. I think that's it for me, man. We got Lemon Street coming up. Y'all be able to hear a lot about the Lemon Street Classic. It's coming up with about 2 weeks. So I won't get into breaking down the brackets or the matchups yet. We got about another 2 weeks to go. So man, that's the end of our show though, man. You guys be safe. Wear your mask, be socially distanced. And hey, if you're in Georgia, plan to get out and vote. We got a vote coming up in a month. The Senate runoffs are in a month. I don't care who you're voting for. Just participate and vote. Do what you're supposed to do. Handle your civic duty. Make sure that you make a plan to go vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure that if you want a mail-in ballot, that you request a mail-in ballot. I'll post all that information. But make sure that you plan to vote, have a plan to vote, that you participate. Don't get caught off guard. Don't forget the day. Set your alarm. Do whatever you got to do. But get out there, vote, participate if you're in Georgia for the Senate runoff, and exercise that right. Am I forgetting anything, B?
I don't think so.
I think we got everything, man. We ain't hating on your kids, man. We showing love. So it's love.
If you want them to come play for the Georgia Canes and get some offers, just come holler at me.
Holla at Bryce. Hey, man, Georgia man will have a 17U this year.
I'm just kidding. I'm just talking shit.
But I got to beat Bryce, so I got to go get a bunch of old dudes. If you're 25 and you want to play 17U this year, come holler at me.
we'll see who I got left because the way it's looking, like all my guys from last summer are gonna be gone. So I'm gonna have to start from scratch again. So we'll see.
Huff says early voting starts December 14th. Go ahead and get it out the way. December 14th. Go ahead and early vote, man. Get it out the way. Do it we still got time to do it in person, man. If you're out, if you just so happen to be out and about, slide by, man. The early voting out my way only took like 5 minutes. It was in and out. Everybody was getting it done. So if you're in Georgia, go vote. Huff starts his season in January. Huff will be out there to holler at you, big dog. But outside of that, man, y'all be easy. Everybody be safe. Take care of yourself. Love one another. If you just so happen to be at the Chattahoochee game tomorrow, honoring AJ White, Lil Hibachi, make sure y'all stop by, come holler at us. It's the Love of the Game podcast. We out.